It's fun to see both sides of the spectrum and to appreciate what you can do while you're alive, even beyond your lifetime, but what you can do to create a better world and a better life. I'm convinced that my children here on my left, my best production ever, I think it's just instilled in their genes, because they on their own right now have started their own foundation, just doing an awful lot of good for various different charities, which are either heading or founded or actively working. David founded the division of the juvenile diabetes, which has been pretty active for many years now, raising funds for that program. Suzanne, she's heading up a new program, clothing some of the poor, the disabled, and retraining some of the handicapped in retailing. Victor is volunteering an awful lot of his time and talents in leadership programs for investments for several charities, offering a lot of his time, as well as some religious institutions. So I think it's in their bones, and happy to say that I'm confident it's going to continue.
I see it not only in my children, which we are so proud, and I see in my grandchildren, in little things that they do, and they're not asked to do these things, and they think about it. If they see something that's not right, they feel they could correct it, they could help in some way on their own, which is so meaningful that it's happening down the line without a suggestion from us.
I do look at it as a broader spectrum of our family tradition. The three of us have had a great learning experience from our parents and what they've instilled on us and what we've taken on our own, and each of us have done our own projects and we're proud of it, and we work together on different projects. But that sense of working together and helping in the community and various people across our area, it really has given us a great satisfaction.
I think it's great to involve all of the kids and the grandchildren. Like my dad said, I remember hearing stories about where my grandparents came from, and especially knowing their upbringing and how both of my grandparents are immigrants here, that the struggles that they had to survive. And he tells the story over and over again, and we hear something new and different each time. And when I see pictures, I think about what it must have been like, them living in the streets of Philadelphia here, just struggling. And, you know, we were always brought up not to, you know, take advantage of anything, and just humbly appreciate what we have. And I think that's really important to pass on to our children.
I wanted to add also that we never say no to anybody that asks for a donation. I don't say that to brag about it, but I say it because it's part of a bigger family attitude. So even if it's somebody that asks for a donation and it's something that we're far removed from, it's not even a client, it's just someone asking, and it's just something that I think is part of our family tradition, and I think it's part of an attitude more than anything.
This picture is done of the street that my dad grew up on. This is, you know, the house that he grew up in on Gaskell Street, off of 4th by South Street. So
it's interesting that my daughter brought that up. I always wanted to remind myself, you never get a big head. Always remember where you came from. I commissioned this piece of where I grew up. So that always reminds me every day, hey, you grew up here, don't forget. It's embedded in us. I don't even think any of us think twice about it. Someone calling on our time, efforts, and finances where we can. It's just part of the genes, I guess.